Hello, friends. Today on New Year's Eve, it's a privilege to bring aboard a very, very special person. For a very long time, people have been asking to get him on board because they love him so much. They have been asking what the New Year should bring to you. What are the changes one can bring in New Year? So today I invite my teacher, my mentor, Mr. Sunil John, on board for all you Saptarishi fans out there to speak on one of his favorite topics, compassion. Let's give a strong round of applause to Sir. Sir, welcome. Sir, thank you so much for agreeing to come on board as an interviewer for a change, as an interviewee for a change.
Oh, really? Kind of you. Yeah, I'm usually on the other side, but you sounded as if it was an award ceremony and a strong round of applause or something like that.
Sir, it is, for many it is, because it's been quite some time when you have, come as an interviewee. So it is an award ceremony for many out there.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy you chose this when you called me in the afternoon, because you mentioned about the gratitude video and how it has changed hundreds of people's lives or thousands. I don't know. Even if it has changed one person's life, it's worth it. As a normal man, as not a guru, if you can pass on the torch of a special knowledge or a special trait that can uplift somebody's soul, I always believe if you're a smoker, spend half your life trying to convert others who are smokers into non-smokers. You may find some people who would say, hey, you're a smoker, why are you asking me to stop smoking? Then you say, because my lungs pain, I don't want your lungs to pain. If you can see that, you will benefit. But if you can only see that, hey, I'm not perfect and I'm trying to make others perfect, or I'm trying to preach others to be perfect, then you will not get the essence out of it. Anyway, let's come to this topic, New Year's 2017. Okay, it has a lot of significance numerologically. It comes to 8 number. Now people will say it actually comes to 10 number. 2 plus 1 plus 7. But 8 number, if you say 2016, 2017, 2018, the common is the 20. The special part is what? It is 70, the last 2 digits, or whatever is the changing part. This is one secret of numerology people do not use. Okay, so that's number 8. You want to take it as Saturn, you want to take it as Rahu, all that's cool. Point is, there's going to be change, there's going to be transformation. You're going to see that throughout the year. You're going to see chaos, you're going to see Maya, you're going to see everything. In that, how do you protect yourself? What do you do? Now, what is the special? I'm going to actually tell a ritual at the end. Okay? But I'm going to do all the drama that, people do. They wear a makeup, they apply powder, lipstick, eyebrows, whatever. I do not know what's it called, So, can you see me? I don't know.
Yes, we can see you, sir.
It's needed. It's needed if you want something. Okay. If you get it too easily, it doesn't go in. And that's the reason the Shastra was so clear that you got to work hard. You got to do the chappal gisai. The Guru will not give you that knowledge so easily unless and until it goes inside. The significance of it goes inside. See, what is the problem with our modern version of spirituality? The modern version of spirituality in India and maybe abroad is, if you're religious, you're spiritual. Now that's a big joke. It's the biggest joke anybody has played on us. We believe reciting mantras, doing puja part for 2 hours, for 2 hours reciting mantras or stotras, is, oh, that person is spiritual. Oh, I am spiritual. Some of us even get to tantric rituals, or agora rituals to please God. Okay, this God has given me darshan, or this God's blessings are there. Or when you attain siddhis, that means special powers, intuition, or some miracle working thing. Or when you do a ritual, you get wealth or power or prosperity, you believe, oh, I've become spiritual. All this is a joke. It's a joke. It's a pure joke that nobody has told us for the last 5,000 years. Although, explicitly, if you see our Indian spirituality very clearly, hello, if you see our Indian spirituality very clearly, you will see that apart from the religious movement that has happened, there have been saints, there have been yogis who have come, who have demonstrated the huge difference between spirituality and religion. At the start, I mentioned agoras. Agoras are the best example. Unfortunately, most of the people following agora have got diverted into the power struggle of attaining siddhis. Agoras are the best examples to show you what is spirituality, the real agora. The real agora. What is spirituality and what is religion or religious rituals. In the guise of tantric rituals, they take their own self to such a high level, it is unimaginable. It is possible in various other ways. The point is what I was trying to tell you all is, you can sit and recite Vishnu Sahasranam throughout the day. You can recite any stotra, Narayan Kavacha, or anything, whatever you want to say, Hanuman Chalisa and all that. But is it making you a slave of the stotra for the sake of your personal benefit, of protecting yourself, gaining prosperity, etc., etc., etc.? Or is your morning puja, your morning rituals, making you a kind and selfless human being? Can you go to the extent of saying, I'm not going to feed my child, but I'm going to feed the neighbor's child? I'm going to starve my children, but I'm going to see that other children are not going to be starved. Are you getting it? It's a difference. How many of us can do that? Probably none of us.
None of us.
If this thought is correct, then it's genuine enough to ponder, to think that it has some merit. As they say in Hindi, खुद के लिए तो हर कुत्ता कर सकता है. बॉम्बे में गंदा एक डायलॉग होता है, खुद के लिए तो हर आदमी कर सकता है, जो दूसरे के लिए मरे. One can die for others, like a soldier. He can die for others. He has no guarantee his family is going to be protected. And that's the reason we have such high regard for soldiers. In any country, always soldiers are very highly regarded. Point is, I see 95% of people who, modern youngsters who get into astrology, think they're getting into something spiritual. But I see today's modern youngsters are also very clear-cut in their thing. They want it for fame and money. Right from the start, they're very crystal clear. Of course, that's a joke. They're playing on themselves. That's another part. That's not the topic of this discussion. So you need to find out, you need to compare. I'm going to spend 60 years, morning 2 hours, reciting all the stotras, and I can have so many powers, so many protection from gods, my family, my wealth, prosperity. Or I can spend 60 years, like maybe Mother Teresa or others, who have selflessly helped people in acts of kindness and compassion. And trust me, if you were God, whom will you tick mark? The 60 years of spending into mantra, tantra and all that? Or 60 years of helping poor people, unfortunate people, etc. If you have two doubts, that if you're God and you're not going to take this side, okay, you need to go to a doctor, a psychologist. You're getting it? The biggest, the best kept secret is compassion. It is not even kindness. I hope you all realize there is a difference between kindness and compassion. Is it clear, Anuradha? Or do you want me to explain what is the difference between kindness and compassion?
Sir, I know the difference, but I would be happy if you would explain the difference.
I'll give you a dictionary meaning. Compassion is the ability to feel for someone or to have that same feeling about someone else. You know what he's going through. It is like your soul can feel that pain. In kindness, a person may feel sorry for someone, but that person's suffering, you will not be able to feel it to that extent. With compassion, it is like if somebody is going through pain, emotional pain, you yourself are going through that pain. And that happens, many a times, many yogis, they feel that. And many times we hear stories, that somebody's right hand was paining. And the yogi said, hey, my right hand is paining very badly. Our friend, is he also feeling that same? Are you getting it? Many times we hear such stories, right? That's the difference between kindness and compassion. There is a trap. With all our religion, okay, it only shows for the common man a door towards spirituality. Unfortunately, all of us in all our religions, we felt if a Sunday morning I go to church, okay, or every day if I go to temple or sit in my puja, we feel we are reaching that spirituality. But unless your spirituality reaches a level where your best enemy, the man who has destroyed you, you can feel his pain in some moment of his life. Are you getting it? I'll give an example. There is a man somewhere in the north of India. Because of his decisions, I had a loss. For that moment, I had a loss of around 1 lakh rupees. And for the whole future, rest of my life, because that particular business I cannot do, because of what he did, I'm going to have forever. But he keeps that business part separate. And he has so much of compassion towards my pain in my personal life. It shows his evolution. Maybe some of you will judge, okay, he knowingly caused a business loss to you. Okay? But problem is, in Maya, we get surrendered towards business. All of us want to protect our business. Why shouldn't we not? Maybe. Maybe why not?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, agree.
How do we increase compassion is what people are going to ask. Compassion is the next stage of gratitude. Last year I taught gratitude. Many have observe the wonders of it. Compassion is the next stage. And when you realize, then I'm going to share some secrets about a great prophet, you're going to realize it's almost the final stage. You will realize when you read the past 34 lifetimes of Lord Buddha, it is mentioned in Jataka Tales. Jatak Tattva it is called. It is published by Jaco Publication. It's no longer available, I think, so out of print. But you still get it on the internet, some of those tales. This is the past 34 lifetimes. It is supposed to be 584 lifetimes or something like that. But 34, that important ones that Lord Buddha himself recited, after 40 years of his enlightenment or something like that. I used to read that book for 3 years. I used to read in the night time, read that book. I used to read Agora. I used to read Living with the Himalayan Masters and Autobiography of You. This was my staple diet in the night time, 3 years. Whatever time I come home in the night, kept next to my bed. I should tell, when I should read it, I used to realize. It is said that because of these lifetimes, Buddha became Buddha. He could not have become Buddha without these. It is once when he was a monkey, once when he was a king in some past lifetime, once when he was an ant, etc. and all that. Once when he was a tiger, this, that, etc. Many things. If you read it, you will realize most of us are jokes in life. What we think of spirituality is a big joke. You'll say it is not possible to do what he's done. Of course, he's achieved what we have never achieved. What? I mean, if you, my mentor, always says, if you take Buddha and Jesus and combine them, you will find the majority of the religion in the world is this, by these two. So, my mentor from Delhi spent a long time studying this religions. And if you see both the religions, I mean, of course, all religions have it. In this, you get compassion. I'll tell you a story of Lord Buddha. This is, there are many versions of this thing, but once, in one of the previous lifetimes, this is one of the tale of compassion and selflessness and generosity. He was born into a family of Brahmins. He didn't have desire to, he was a great scholar and teacher. He did not have a desire to attain wealth. So he entered into the forest and decided, I'm going to lead the life of a monk. Here in this forest, he meets a tigress. Now this tigress had become very thin, was starving, no food, and she was about to resort to eating her own cubs, her own children, just for her survival. Now, the Bodhisattva sees that there is no food and this tigress is going to eat. So out of infinite compassion, he offered his own body to the tigress. Are you understanding, Anuradha?
Yes.
How many of us can do this? Similar is one of the stories of his previous lifetime when he was a rabbit. And although he was a rabbit, all the animals in the forest used to love him and regard him as the king, you know. And he has some close students, a jackal and a monkey and an otter. An otter is like a mammal. So he used to teach them about spirituality and this and that. And the ritual was, once the teaching is done, the next day, if today I taught you something, the next day, you know, you got to offer alms to anybody who's passing through the forest. Now, the jackal had a lot of food. Otter had a lot of food. You know, all his three friends had a lot of food. And the monkey, the third one was monkey. They had a lot of food to offer as alms. Now, in the Buddhist tales, Lord Indra is called as Shakra. Different version of that side. He is called as Shakra. So Lord Indra comes to know about this rabbit. He says, I have to test this man. Everybody can talk about spirituality. Gita 10 baar pad lo, you can talk. Read Gita 10 times, you will become a guru. Read 10 books on nakshatra, you will become a guru. Correct? By the way, your work on nakshatra, Anuradha, I'm proud, very proud. I've just gone through it. Very proud.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, let's come. So Lord Indra decides to come in disguise to test. So the jackal offers, which Lord Indra is passing as a in disguise, as a normal man. Jackal offers food, otter offers food, monkey offers food. A rabbit has only grass. He thinks, what do I do, man? The grass, if somebody eats, it's bitter in taste. He's not going to be happy. So all these people are sitting. Now it's the turn of the rabbit, the guru of these people, which is Buddha in a previous lifetime. The soul of Buddha. So they're sitting, there is fire, charcoal or coal, etc. and all that. Fire is there. So the rabbit says, dear guest, since I have nothing else to offer, I offer my body as food.
And he jumps into the fire.
हमारे में ताकत है ये करने का? Do we have the strength to do this? Oh, these are all very small examples I've taken. If you read that book, Jatak Tattva, Jataka Tales, you know, of the past lifetimes of Buddha, you will say, man, I've been wasting my time in astrology. I've been wasting my time. I should join the you know there's this brigade of people, there are 6-9 NGOs who collect food in the night time from restaurants, etc. and all that, and they go in the night time and distribute it. I've been wanting to do that from a long time. Just not getting the, because of a personal habit, I can't do that. Because it's going to be done in the night time and all that, etc. People should do that. That's the real thing. And the point is, you don't do a karma to gain karma. That's stupidity. Are you getting it? Did you see that video of mine I did with Dharmesh Mehta? I deleted it from our YouTube channel. We were discussing remedies. So in that video, before the video also, I was telling him, you know, what have we Indians learned? Problem with mercury, go and donate green moong to pigeons. You know, they're doing it for selfish reasons. I said you should learn to do it for non-selfish reasons. All religions teach. You donate this, you'll get this. You donate this, you'll get this. माँ के दूध में ताकत है, so don't do it for any selfish reason. Just do it and forget it. Just do it and forget it. You should do it. Hey, somebody's hungry. That's it. I have some money. I have some time. Do it. You become bigger. When you don't have the money, you don't have the time, you borrow money and do it. Are you getting it? But it should not give you ego. I'll give you an example. I was working. I'll give you the tools to improve compassion and I'll give you the rituals for compassion. But I need to bring this fact because what happens is many times we think compassion is a great karma. You got to just do it. The Nike ad is the best ad. As in conversations with God, God says, just do it. The Nike ad. You don't think. You don't think. Thought is your enemy. Thought is your enemy. Mouth is your enemy. Make it your friend. Make it your friend to help people. बहुत easy है ना गाली देना. It's so easy to gossip. It's so easy to bitch. I also do that. Don't I do that with you, Anuradha? Because we bitch. But it's for me purely it is to be chaukanna about your business, to be smart about your business. How to protect.
But I've also known you to go out of your way to help people, even those people who are not worthy of it.
That's the real test. That's the real test. I'll give you an example of a friend of mine. There was a woman he was in love with. She dished him for some money. Big money. He had a fight with her about it, but he still continued to love her. She dished him 3 more times about it. And he said, I still love you, man. And she said, it's business. I'm protecting my business. She was doing business. Okay? But she dished him for money, for that business. Are you getting it? He could still love her. And that's what I call Rinanuban, the debt of previous life. Swami Vimalananda talks about it so beautifully. So beautiful.
In his third book in Aghora.
You understand astrology. You really understand astrology. The 6th Lord Dasha is running, or planet aspecting the 6th house. Dasha is running. There is still time he's going to pay his debts. All the people that he owes from previous life are going to come and he's going to pay his debts. Anyway, the bottom line is you'll always be tested when you get into the act of compassion. Now, how do you build compassion? Compassion, the biggest drawback is ego. Second, non-patience. Non-patience. You got to watch. You want to become a master of compassion. You got to watch the movie La Miserables. I'll tell you how it is. I'm very bad at it. It's a French word. Victor Hugo. Okay. Have you seen that movie?
No.
No. They made 5 versions of it over a period of 30, 40 years. What are you guys doing, man? This is, okay, this is the, I don't know how to tell you. This is the, where is that? See, this is how it is pronounced.
Les Miserables. Les Miserables. Yes.
Victor Hugo. You just see that. Oh my God, my most favorite movie. Whenever I want to cry, every Sunday I want to cry. My most favorite movie. No, you really understand till what extent this man can go. The very start of the movie is brilliant. Saying by Victor Hugo. As long as there will be greed, stories such as this would be told. As long as there will be greed, stories such as this would be told. I still remember I was a kid, he stole a loaf of bread for 25 cents. That was the cost. Something like that. And he was jailed for 20 years. He was jailed for 20 years. And still he helps the person. Still he helps the person. He keeps on going and helping people out of compassion. He could feel it. You could have watched that movie several times, to get into your blood, Then what happens is, as I said, let's come back to it. What are the problems? It is your patience. It is your ego. These will be your major drawbacks. As long as you think you are important, you cannot get into compassion. You know why a mother is compassionate about her child? Why? The best way to learn is through mothers. Good mothers. Most mothers are good, especially when they have a young-born child. They feel they are not important. The child is important. Are you getting it? The child is important.
They put the child before them. Yes.
You put humans, others, before you. What is God? We read stories about Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu. All gods are ready to always serve humans, to remove the problems of humans. So many remedies they give, so many this thing they give, for removing the problem. Because they feel the humans are more important than them. Are you getting it?
That's one very beautiful point, sir. This is one very, very beautiful point that you've told us.
Yeah. I mean, imagine, I'll give a dirty example. Astrologers are shameless. That's the reason I don't have respect for the astrological community. Even before I entered into astrology. And still continues. They're shameless. A crooked man, a crooked businessman, a crooked politician comes to them. बेशर्म की तरह उसको remedy देगा. Shamelessly they'll give a remedy. Oh, this remedy I got from this Baba, that Baba. Okay? Shamelessly. You'll gain power. You'll win the elections. If you don't win, I'll cut off my beard. Huh? And to that politician, it is free prediction, free remedy. Small man goes, give 5,000 rupees, give 10,000 rupees. Are you getting it? How shameless we are. We do remedies. We get benefits. Even a crooked man gets, good human being also gets. Okay. Obviously, it is our horoscope or etc. At that point, the God has blessed. Because of some karma, whatever. Or if it's a tantric ritual, then without any good karma also you can get it. Let's assume that. The point is, do your compassion act, not to get any karma. As I said to Dharmesh Mehta, he was shocked. And his friend who was sitting was shocked. I said, do karma, not to get any karma. And tell God, okay, I'm feeding the pigeons, okay? If I'm supposed to get something in return, okay, give it back to the pigeons. I don't want it. I don't want it. The maximum thing, if you want to bless me, God, is just give me the strength to bear this life. When you're in hospital, you're dying, body is paining, or a particular part is paining, you can't bear the pain. You just want some strength, not to bear the pain. You want some strength to bear the pain. That's what you ask. If at all you want to ask. If at all you want to ask. You're going to reach that level. You read Jatak Tattva, Jatak Malas. I forget the name. Years back, my memory has decreased. Buddha's past lives. You will realize This is the essence of the secret, the best kept secret. Compassion plus this, not just compassion. Most of us do a kind act. I'll give an example. Years back, I think it was 11 years back, I was in Africa. Very poor country. My secretary was there. I forget his name. Male guy. Very kind, very helpful and all that. One day he said, my wife is delivering. Okay. I said, very good. After a few days he came, he said, we do not have the money to pay the hospital bill. So I said, my salary hasn't come. I cannot give you any money. At that time, I remember I used to wear a emerald ring. I just took it, gave it to him. He said, I've seen this in movies, read it in stories. Now, problem was, it hit my ego. I felt I've done a great act because I'm remembering it till now. No? I'm remembering it till now. If I had forgotten it, I would not be telling you about it. Yes, I can still tell you. There is another case scenario. I can still tell you. But on the condition that I have reached a certain stage in my spiritual development where the whole story has not affected me. But the mistake he did was he said it like it is a great movie act. You know what you see in movies. And me being a movie buff, it hit me. Like for example, the movie Armageddon, Bruce Willis. There is a scene where he dies. He sacrifices himself. Any movie where sacrifice is there, you know, like 300, the Greek thing, 300 movie and all that, okay, or the Tom Cruise, the Last Samurai and all that, okay, sacrifice.
Casablanca.
Oh my, I love it. I love it. You can't make anything better than Casablanca. Sacrifice ignites me. For me, that is bigger than astrology and predictions. Predictions are useless. Sacrifice. But for me, it is a kick. It should not be a kick, is what I'm trying to tell you. I need to get out of that trap. I need to think, I did not do anything. If I'm a part of God, God did it. I do not even want to think. I have no mind. I'm buddhiless. I'm just an instrument, a mechanical instrument. Now let's finish this session with some tools. Proper tools, let's finish it. Everyday ritual. Do a compassion meditation. You can create your own meditation, or you can create like a verbal shloka, verbal mantra that you repeat it 3 times, 11 times, 108 times, but with full power and emotions. God, I beg you to make me the most powerful and compassionate human being. I repeat, God, I beg you to make me extremely compassionate human being. And even if I'm tested, give me the strength to pass it with your blessings. Bring power, bring emotions, bring love. God, this is my only desire in life. Do it for a few days. Even if you fail, you're going to fail. You're going to fail miserably 100 times. Write it down 100 times. Even if you fail, don't get discouraged. Don't pass judgment yourself on yourself. Don't yourself pass judgment. Oh my God, I failed. I'm going to smoke now. I'm going to get depressed now. I'm going to drink now. No. We all fail. We all fail. Repeat it 3 times. Repeat it 11 times. But you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your energy. You know when we watch a movie, suppose we watch Sultan or we watch Dangal or Armageddon. After that movie, we feel, man, I'm that man. Correct? I want to be that man who sacrificed his life to save humanity. Correct?
Right.
I want to be that Bruce Willis. I want to be that John McClane, who's every Christmas right there at the wrong time, at the wrong place at the wrong time. And Die Hard.
Right.
Say that this compassion should, you gotta say, I did my gratitude last year. I achieved so much. If I do compassion this year, put my whole heart out. Put my whole heart out. Now, how do? You plan it. This is what you do every day. You want to get more powerful. The morning time is good time. Okay. 6 o'clock time or sunrise time, that is a perfect time to do this. Or whenever you get it. The next is the 12 o'clock afternoon. The next is the Sandhya time, that is the sunset time. These 3 times you repeat it twice. Put an alarm in your Google Calendar on your phone. Stop using WhatsApp and start using Google Calendar. You're getting it? Put it on the phone. Benefit your karma. Benefit your karma. Make your soul happy. Make your soul worthy. यार जिंदगी में मैंने कुछ तो किया है. बाकी लोग वही रेस में थे to become a predictor. Everybody else was in a race to become a predictor. Okay. At least I gave something back to my soul. If I'm giving something back to my soul, I'm giving it back to God. He will also smile. Huh? There's this one man who's using Google Calendar, okay, to be a nice human being. At least momentarily for 30 seconds. Now it will enter you. It will take 30 days. Don't give up. It will enter you. Create a plan. You know, people who do stock market, I love them. They are so hungry for money. People who do astrology, I love them. They are hungry for fame. They're so hungry. They're so hungry. They start opening their mouth. The first thing they tell is, I predicted this, I predicted that, I predicted this. Constantly, khud ka lal karna. I'm going to be a Siddha Purush. I'm going to be the greatest astrologer. I can make this prediction, I can make that prediction. Constantly praising oneself. 10 people standing with that astrologer, the only person he can see is himself in the mirror. All the other 9 people he cannot see. You know, it is like, 10 handsome men or 10 beautiful women standing for a photograph. The girl is only, when you see that photograph, the girl will look at only herself in that photograph. And today's generation is obsessed. Every opportunity they want, every 1 hour they are taking a photograph. As if their face is going to become better after that hour.
Selfie generation.
And they post it on Facebook also, and we also press likes. Today's because like that. Okay, every day 1 photograph, 1 video. I wake up, I want to make a video. Why? Because I'm not a successful human being. I want people to see my face every day. Okay, that is telling you so. So now what you do, you create a plan. Sorry, I'm a hardcore critic. You create a plan. You say, I'm going to be the stock market guy who's hungry for fame. I'm going to be this astrologer who's hungry for money and fame. Or the stock market guy who's for money. I'm going to achieve 1 compassionate act per week. Per week. Simple. 1 act per week. Planned one and an unplanned one. Now, what is a planned one? You can go to an NGO. You can go, say you select a Saturday. Somebody was, I think it was my astrologer from Bihar. You know him. Let's not take his name. And another, you know him. The guy who gives secret remedies. Very powerful remedies. He was telling servants, Saturn is bad. On a Saturday, your servant you call and you wash his or her feet, okay, with water. Make her sit down on a good chair or a good bed. Okay. I told him, please, He said, you do this and you see where you go. Okay, your Saturn, Antardasha, your Sadesati, whatever. Then he said, give money also to that servant. Okay. But he said the washing of the feet is important. Now, if you know little bit astrology, you know why he said it. Okay.
Yes.
Saturn is feet, you know all that. Saturn is servant.
Saturn, servant, feet, ego.
Ego.
You remove the ego.
Everything. Point is, I told him, are you ensuring that my wife will kick me out? Okay, maid servant. I do that. Second, I said, if I do that in Bombay, the servant will feel something suspicious. The human mind, the first thing you tell somebody a remedy, the first instant reaction, Meshalagla. Instant reaction remedy, instant reaction syndrome that we all suffer from is how that remedy is not possible to do.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Pagal hai kya? Pagal hai kya?
Point is, you can do that if you want, as an act of compassion. If you're a businessman, you change your mindset that, hey, I'm not feeding 300 people in my company or 10 people in my company. I'm not giving them salaries. I'm fortunate that they are working for me and I am just a tool to help them achieve their goals in life. That's changing it, constantly changing it. Constantly changing your attitude. They are not working for me. I am working for them. I'm working so hard so that those 300 families, 300 into 4 people in a family, 1,200 people are happy. I want to double their salaries. Recently, I was in Ujjain, Mahakal. I visited you. I already did that 3-4 weeks back. And I was staying with a business family, Sindhi family. Very nice people. And I was discussing the same thing. Pankaj, I was telling Pankaj, do your business with that attitude, out of love and compassion for your workers. It's very difficult, very difficult. It's a 360-degree change where you believe they are not my servants, I am their servant, and it is my job to double their salaries every year. Are you getting it? I am saying something. Make it more tough. Just be nice to any person who's evil to you, who's your enemy. You know, let me share you this plan. Let me show you this plan. You know, this is very important. Where do you see? What do you see right now on screen? What do you see on screen, Anuradha?
Everyday ritual.
Right?
Yes.
Now, let's go next. Your aim is 52 acts of compassion. Either planned or unplanned. Doing the servant thing or something on the street. But create, most important, buy the costliest notebook, like a diary. You know, the best diary, 500 rupee, 1000 rupee diary. Beautiful, like it's your love letter to God. Your love letter to God is every week, one act of compassion. You write it down. Say, God, this is my gift to you for giving me birth, giving me the opportunity to do this. If I was not a human, I would miss this 52 opportunities every year. Arey, 5 to karo. If you can't do 52, do 5. 5 great ones. Are you getting it? You know, Anuradha, I always keep on telling you guys, it's easy to donate money when you have money. You borrow money and do it and donate, then maa ka doodh piya. Unfortunately, an astrologer did not like what I said. The same example I had given. You know, at the end.
I remember you telling me once, way back. and rather give what you do not have. Give
That's,
what you do.
that's the secret. And that secret is mentioned in conversations with God also. You know, my wife always has one thing, I always have a problem with her. Should not be telling this. I hope, luckily, she doesn't see YouTube or Facebook. She's working in a company. She sees to it, none of her friends work in that company. She says, these people will go and bitch about me, backstab me for promotion, business, whatever, etc. Okay? So keep your friends away. Be happy. If you promote other people, they will backstab you. For me, it is a difficult concept to digest. And every time I have been backstabbed, she tells me the same thing. You are the biggest fool. Every time. I promote somebody on YouTube. I make him go to whatever channel and give an interview and all that, and they backstab. It's okay, planned. This was planned from previous life. That's the maximum, or that's the best attitude. No? Okay. Point is, let's get back to compassion. Reward yourself. The whole point is reward yourself. When you've done something, you achieved something. Tell your soul. It's like you're not Anuradha. Okay? You've taken your body and you say, hey Anuradha, you did this, man. You're brilliant. You're great, man. Do it again. Don't worry. No karma will come to you. No benefit will come to you. And that's the reason you're the greatest. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
But what if an element of I comes there?
Sir, that is your test. That is your test. First, let the I come in. As I gave the example of the emerald. The I came in. I am saying, I have a question to ask you. I have a question to ask you. I'll give you a beautiful example. How many people you have met in this lifetime of 45 years or whatever your age is? I do not know your age. Say 40 years your age or 30 years. Okay, 40 years age. Let's assume. How many people have met?
More than that. More than 40. Any day more than 40.
4,000? Quite sure, no? 40,000 people's names you would have heard. 4,000 to hoga. Out of 4,000 people you have met in this lifetime, let's assume 50%, you spend quite a lot of time with them. Do you even remember 5% of those names? I have met more than 50,000 people in my lifetime of so many years. Whatever my age is, I think I'm 44 or something. Okay? More than 50,000. I don't remember even 5% of the people's names. And that is the secret of karma, of ego. Do 50,000 acts of compassion. And you don't even remember 5% of it. Are you getting this secret? Guys, इतना करो कि ऊपर वाला का भी डायरी बंद हो जाए, खत्म हो जाए. Do so much of karma that you can't remember, even God can't remember.
Correct, sir.
You will end up doing 10 bad things in life, 200 bad things in life. You are alive only for yourself. And that yourself is not you, that yourself is everybody around. Each one is a part of God. You are a part of God. You are God. As you are a part, you are God. So they are also God. Are you getting this? I'm saying forget all this. Do this compassion. Type compassion. How to achieve compassion on Google. Read whatever you want to read, but make it your 2017 goal. And the toughest part, is, do you see the test on screen right now?
Yes.
This is the toughest part. Your family members, your enemies. your friends. We take friends for granted. We treat friends casually. We meet a stranger, we have compassion. Nice, the best foot forward. Okay? Prime Minister comes to my house, the best foot forward. Or any nice guy comes to my house, my best foot forward. I'm kind, compassionate. Lijiye, khaiye, eat. You want this? I have made 20 dishes for you. After 20 years, you don't even make one dish for it. Are you getting it? Because you're treating everybody casually. Casually. That is the secret of life. Treat everybody with honor. And it's very tough, very tough. मेरे से नहीं होता है. When I go to functions, our workshops that we do, maximum I try. It's a big strain on me. From one end of the hall to the other end of the hall, 15 people stop me. Those 15 people, I have to run from one end to the other end and get that mic working. For those 15 people, everybody is kind. I have to be kind. That's my test. Are you getting it? I'm not an astrologer. I'm not an astrologer. I wish I was an astrologer. I wish I could do free astrology for lifetime. I feel guilty earning money out of astrology. It's a guilt of a past life, several past lifetimes. Point is, let's finish this year.
Sir, Anuradha ma'am dropped off.
Yes, Vinny, sorry.
Anuradha ma'am got dropped off. I think she'll join back.
Okay, no problem. Let's finish this here. The point is, make this, realize something. Even yogis cannot achieve compassion. Akhanda compassion, throughout compassion. So even if we can achieve 1% of it, we have reached some level. Some level.
Right.
Make it your goal for a lifetime. Don't give up. Don't compare. There are compassion clubs. There are compassion clubs where they exchange stories and encourage others. Okay?
Right.
There are compassion clubs. I can just let you know those clubs, or probably I'll just post it somewhere. You know, it really helps to find this secret. If you understand all religions, all prophets, this has been their secret. Compassion. And compassion is about gratitude and kindness. Thank you so much, Vineet. Thank you, everybody.
It was an amazing session, sir. Every time you come, you mesmerize us. Thank you so much.
Then he said, please think on this fundamental question of astrology. Why are you born in so-and-so Lagna, Taurus Lagna, Karka Lagna? Why not in some other?